Hey family, this is Dr. Mo. I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the sacred art of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. Ooh, yes, I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist. And this lovely conversation, okay, so I am looking for, because I want to be very clear in what I'm saying. Oftentimes, clients and I will have conversations about, how do I want to put this? Giving advice. Let's just go ahead and go there. Giving advice, right? Or I would use me as an example because it happens to me often. People will come in and say, "Oh, Mo, you should start offering this service and do it this way." And I'll go, "Why would I need to do that?" "Oh, because you can make more money and you can do this and you can do that and you can do this and you can do that." And I'll look at them and I'll go, "I'm sorry, have we had a conversation about what my needs are? Have we sat down and spoke about that?" And they go, "What?" And then I look at them and I'll go, "How can you give me advice or recommendations if you and I have never, not once, sat down to discuss what my needs are? What makes you think I'm not meeting my goal?" And then they start looking like they start backtracking. They go, "Well, I don't know." Exactly. So how can you give me advice? I haven't asked you for advice. Where in my life am I displaying that I need assistance to go that way with my business? What has given you that illusion? Let's talk about it, because I'm a clear conversation person. Let me tell you, you will never have any confusion with me. I'll be very clear. I will drop anchor on you real quick and be like, "Let's talk about this." Whoa. And then in the exact same breath, they'll turn around and say, "Oh, well, I really don't know anyway, because I don't own a business. I've been an employee for, all my life, so I don't even know what it means to run a business." Hold up. So you mean to tell me you just literally sat here on your high horse and demanded that I give you my attention to listen to your unsolicited advice about being in business and what angle my business should go, when we haven't even had a conversation about my needs? If there is a need, you don't even know if there is a need yet. And then in the same breath, you're going to say, you have never even operated a business. You are not an entrepreneur. You have no idea what it even smells like, because you have been an employee all of your life and you have no desire to run a business. People, community, this is why you're lost. It's because of this shit right here. 85% of the population will always try to give you unsolicited advice when they have absolutely no idea which way their own life is going. This is what I know without a shadow of a doubt. You can only give what you are. I can only demonstrate what I practice. I can only provide a service if I am the service. Period. That's why things fall. All you have to do is just watch it and it will fall. If that person is not a living, breathing embodiment of whatever there is that they're sharing with you, they cannot provide any guidance for you. And here's the other thing. God said, go within. God said, be still. God did not say, go out, listen to other people, unless they are rerouting you back to yourself. That's the only reason why I would reach out to somebody, so that they can reroute me back to myself. But if they are trying to infuse their stuff on me without igniting my or pointing me to my self-mastery, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I often have people standing in front of me trying to give me advice on everything, on every single thing. It does not matter. People give me advice on coffee. I'm like, okay. They give me advice on books. I'm like, love, I'm one of the biggest book nerds ever. There's not too much you can tell me about books. Not too much. People try to tell me about herbs. Like, really? Like, and I'm not talking about like depth stuff. I'm not talking about quality information. I'm talking about rudimentary, fundamental, basic stuff you can Google. That type of crap. It's crap. That's not that for me, that is junk food. That is not knowledge. That is junk food. So, when people come in front of you and they start giving you direction unsolicited, one thing that I do, I share this with my clients all the time. I say, this is how you fix that. I literally had 2 conversations today about judgment. And my clients are like, why am I getting, like, everybody wants to judge me. They want to give me advice. I'm going to help you with that. Let me help you with that. This is how you shift that, right? I say, you pull your charts. If you don't know how to pull your charts, I will help you pull your charts. I'll help you decode yourself. I have a book that says, learn how to decode yourself. I've written all about this. This is what I do all day long for me and my clients to help them with their digestive health and wellness, right? I use your natal chart, your galactic signature, and your human design. So we pull those charts for my clients, right? And then I tell them, like, study this. This is you. This is who you are. And then once you start understanding who you are, then you can start implementing and embodying those skill sets in your day. And then things will start aligning for you. It's very simple. You don't have to ask anybody anything. It's already written down in your charts, right? So when people come in front of you and they start to give you unsolicited advice, what you can say is, oh, do you know your solar return chart? Have you looked at that? From birthday to birthday. And they'll go, what? Exactly. Do you know your natal chart? Do you know your rising sign, which is your ascendant? Do you know your descendant? Do you know your midhaven? Do you know your IC? They'll go, what? Okay. Do you know your galactic signature? Huh? Okay. Do you know your galactic signature affirmation at least? Do you know that? Do you know your galactic tone? Do you know that? No? Okay. So I just went through 3 systems right there. I'm going to go through a 4th system. Do you know your human design? What? Do you know your profile? Do you know your incarnation cross? Do you know your soul number? Do you know the time you were born? Do you know anything about yourself? Do you know anything outside of you like a mocha and you like to get your nails done? Do you know anything else about you on a soul cellular depth level? If the answer is no, then you cannot give me advice on my soul journey. Can't do it. Because what I know for sure is this right here, this whole book of information, this is all me. If I were to lose this, somebody could really fuck me up. This is a manual to mow. If you don't have a manual like this where you're decoding yourself, and trust me, all this is paper. It's all written, baby. Human design, galactic signature, Course in Miracles, Science of Mind, natal chart, solar return chart. What other charts are in there? There's a bunch of other stuff in there too. But what I'm saying is this, is that you no longer have to accept people's advice, especially when you're decoding yourself. Most people are walking around blind. They can't help you. They cannot give you advice. I often have clients and just, people not walking up to me, but I'll just say colleagues will sit and have conversations over tea or whatever. And then it always happens. It always happens. They'll go, Mo, like, you have something of substance to hold on to. And I go, oh, you do too. They're like, no, I have a product. Like, you've actually created like a whole like system. And I go, no, you have a system too. And they go, no, it's just a product. And then it starts to sink in that this person is really looking for themselves. That's why their business is moving the way it is, or that's why they're unhappy, or that's why they've gotten to a certain point and then it just stops. Because you're not moving from your authentic self. You're moving based off of what works. I worked for the city of LA for almost 10 years. It worked. It paid the bills, but I ain't there no more. I worked for the state of California for 6 years. It worked. It paid the bills, but I ain't there no more. I worked for Macy's, at one point. Believe that or not. How about that? Yeah, that was real quick. I was like, oh no, this definitely ain't my... At some point in time, you have to stop and ask yourself, what do you want? Most of the time, it's not to listen to nobody else give you instruction about what you should do with your life when they ain't doing shit with theirs. That's just my personal opinion. And people always got an opinion. I just gave you my opinion. This is crazy. This life is crazy. But please know that you don't have to take nobody's advice, number one. Number two, you can find out exactly who you are, what you want, and what the thread of your being is by pulling your charts. If you don't know how to decode your charts, you can reach out to me. I'll help you. And there's plenty of human design readers out there. There's plenty of natal chart readers out there. Like, you could get it if you want it. Or you can still float around and take other people's advice who are also floating around in a circle. So here we are. So anyway, loves, go out there, be great, be magical. And please know that you always have a choice to decode yourself. And if you want to get my book, go to my website, moyabodycare.com, MOYA bodycare.com. Go to shop and you'll see all my books listed there. And you can start decoding yourself. I literally walk you through all of the charts that I just mentioned. Literally all of them. And then you can reach out to me and we can do a consultation. All right, so let's do it. Mwah. Stay magical.